So I got to ask you this, and this is something that's come up in conversations I've had with other people. So after President Trump was elected, we all know at this point there were elements of the so-called deep state that sought to sabotage him. I say so-called because it's gone under various names over the years. We had the Russian collusion hoax, we had the Ukraine hoax, we had impeachment, we had the 2020 election chaos, the January 6th setup. There was a second impeachment after January 6th. These people have vowed essentially to never let him back into office again, which means that there could be some surprise attack coming between now and Election Day. They're going to try something to stop him because even these four sets of criminal indictments with 91 counts are not having any impact. His support is only growing each time they indict him. So, I mean, how is the campaign preparing for this type of scenario?
I mean, to be quite honest, President Trump, the campaign, they're always in defense mode because of the fact that there's always an attack against him. I think they pretty much laid most of their cards on the table. They're trying to come against him personally. They're trying to come against him morally. They're trying to come against him professionally regarding his businesses. So all their cards on the table, and they probably thought that he would have been out of the race by now. You know, they came with these documents nonsense, and then they're coming after his businesses in New York, and then they propping up these psycho-looking ladies talking about he did something to them, and they're throwing everything up against him, and nothing has been able to stick thus far. They thought they would have him with the Georgia indictments, but now we see that there was some chicanery involved in that with Fani Willis and her lawyer, but they're also talking about her possibly colluding with the White House because they're calling into question her and his, Nathan Wade and Fani Willis's visits to the White House, that they were coordinating this through the Biden campaign. And so it's as if they're resorting to underhanded means to come after him, but these underhanded means are being exposed.
And I think the craziest thing with all of it is that the pitch to the American people is that this administration, the Biden administration, has the best policies for America, that it's so easy to choose between extremism or normalcy. If that's the case, if it's such a slam dunk and they're so much better than the alternative, why would they have to go through all this to try to stop somebody that they should easily be able to beat?
See, here's the thing. They're actually playing against themselves because when you go into a new election, you try to look at the condition of the country. And you can't blame this on the guy from 4 or 5 years ago. Do you understand? When President Trump came in, he was coming in right behind Obama. So he could talk about Obama's policies. But Joe Biden, you're trying to come in behind Joe Biden. You can't keep trying to go back to 2020 and talk about Trump. Whereas Trump can talk about your record for the last 4 years. The night of the election, when I was at the White House on the election night, when they resorted to that nonsense they resorted to and shut the polls down, and they tried to say Biden was the winner. One thing my business partner said to me that I liked, he said, listen, man, now we get to go on the offense for the next 4 years. Sometimes in football, the defense can be on the field for too long. He said, we've been playing defense since 2016. All throughout the campaign, we were playing defense. Throughout the entire administration, impeachment, another impeachment, the Ukraine phone call, the Russian collusion, the Mueller report, this, that we were playing defense. And sometimes you can get tired. He said, now we're able to go on the offense. President Trump has a track record now to measure against Joe Biden's track record. He didn't have a track record in 2016. He was talking about what he was going to do, but now he can talk about what he did do and measure it against what Joe Biden has done. And Trump's record is truly much better than Joe Biden's.
So I want to ask you